Welcome back to OneStopTutorials.com. Alibaba is here doing everyone. Now in this tutorial what we're going to do is this picture here we're going to be using is called big_eyes.jpg. It's from the folder called Big Eyes under the folder called Eyes. You'll be able to download that from my website OneStopTutorials.com. Go to the link that says beauty course and you'll be able to download the folder and be able to grab this. Now what I want to do is I want to show you a technique. Now this technique is so famous that it actually has a name. They've actually named this, and they've named this Hollywood eyes. Okay, this technique is a way of making these eyes look bigger. Now you could do this technique on noses, mouths, okay, but I just want to show you how to do it on the eyes. We're going to do the Hollywood eyes. Okay, all you do is grab, with the layer selected, grab your marquee tool, okay, and you just want to make a selection around her eyes. Okay, you want to take a little bit more as well. It's probably a little bit too much, but you basically want to take a selection around her eyes. Okay, once you have that selection made, hold down Control or Command on your keyboard and you want to hit J, Control J, Command J, and that will allow you, if you notice here, if I turn the bottom layer off, you'll notice now that we have the top layer available. Okay, there is our eyes. So the way this technique works is, okay, we just need to make these eyes a little bit bigger. What we want to do is go into free transform mode, Control or Command T, on the, make sure you're actually clicked on the top layer, and there you'll notice we're in free transform mode. Okay, and what we want to do, mainly what we want to do is we want to work with the width and the height. Okay, you'll notice here W and height. Now generally when you do Hollywood eyes, they go up to generally about 105, maybe up to 107%. I'm just going to type in 105 and then I'm going to go to 105, okay, and I'm going to double left click inside of the actual free transform, and there we go. So you'll notice this is the before and this is the after. We just made a slight difference to the eyes. Now to actually edit this, we're going to obviously need to use a mask. Okay, so simply click on your mask layer, this square here with a circle, left click on that, and you've now made a mask. We want to select black as our foreground color. We want to select our brush, and I want to make a opacity of the brush about 50%. Do you know what? No, I'm going to make it 100%. Just go to 100%. Okay, so we want a soft edge brush as well. I just want to make it a bit bigger, and what I want to do is want to start deleting away all of this stuff, all these lines, you know, these straight lines along here. We just want to come through and we want to bring back the actual information that was actually there before. Again, this would doing this without a mask would virtually seem very, very hard. I just want to take my time going around, bringing back the information that was already there. Okay, let's bring back around it. Okay, up the top. We can even come down the eyebrow. Now if you want, you know, what you can do here to help you out a bit is just flick the layer on, off, and I can now notice that I'm actually need to delete some up here as well. If you can also, to keep the actual skin tone and the skin texture, you can bring your opacity down to 50%, and what you can do is just come around the eyes a bit more, making sure that everything around there is actually being deleted. Okay, and I'm just going to have a quick before, after, before, after. Yeah, we're starting to look good. So there we go. That is just a technique on how to make the eyes bigger. Okay, it's very important to be using masks in this way, and you'll notice before, after, there doesn't seem to be much transition. I can actually see a little bit that may be up by this eyebrow up here. Maybe bring some of that information out, just bringing it slowly back. All we're really interested in is keeping the actual eye. Let's have another look before, after. We're starting to look really good. Now like I say, you know, before, you can actually do this on other things. If we select the background layer, again I come to my marquee rectangular tool, I draw a selection around her mouth. Okay, I can do exactly the same, Control or Command J, that will put that on a new layer. Control or Command T will put me in free transform mode. Again, I can make this 105 for the width, 105 for the height. Okay, double left click inside of the free transform to make it that little bit bigger, and doing exactly the same technique we did before. With that layer selected, come to the mask, left click on the mask, grab your brush, painting with black, and that will allow us to delete out this excess information. Okay, again, you can press 5 on your keyboard to bring the opacity down to 50%. Just as you're coming very close, you can use your bracket keys to make your brush size smaller and bigger, and there we go. So you're getting the general idea of this technique. That is this wonderful technique, which is quite simple to use actually. Let me just give you a before and after, and there you go. We've brought the mouth, we've brought the eyes out. If I zoom back, before, after. Okay, I can see a little bit around here actually that needs fixing, but before and after, and there you go. This is a very simple technique. Like I say, it's so common that people have named it the Hollywood eyes, but I've shown you can use it on mouth, you can use it on all sorts. This technique of making a selection, putting it on its own layer by doing Control or Command J, and then going in a free transform mode, allowing it, making it that little bit bigger, and then just modifying it, you know, using the mask with your brush tool and coming in with the black as the foreground and changing the information in it. Take it easy, guys and girls. That's another great tutorial done. Any problems, any questions, please let me know. Subscribe to my YouTube, and I shall catch you guys and girls at the next insane one-stop tutorials. Take it easy, everyone.